In the annals of Chinese history, few figures loom as large as Deng Xiaoping, the architect of modern China's remarkable transformation. Born in 1904 in Sichuan province, Deng's life would become inextricably linked with the fate of his nation, guiding it through one of the most dramatic periods of change in its long and storied history. He joined the Communist Party as a young man, rising through the ranks during the tumultuous years of the Chinese Civil War and the establishment of the People's Republic. It was in the years that followed that Deng would truly leave his mark on China and, indeed, the world. However, his pragmatic approach to governance often put him at odds with Mao Zedong's ideological fervor, leading to his purge during the Cultural Revolution. Deng's journey to power was not a straightforward one. Yet, like the bamboo that bends but does not break, Deng's resilience saw him return to a position of influence following Mao's death in 1976. Farmers were given greater autonomy, state-owned enterprises were reformed, and foreign investment was welcomed. His concept of socialism with Chinese characteristics provided a framework for China to pursue economic liberalization while maintaining the Communist Party's political monopoly. The transformation was not just economic, but social as well. From a poor, isolated nation, China has emerged as an economic powerhouse and a major player in global affairs. The speed and scale of this change are unprecedented in human history. As the country's economy grew, so did its influence on the global stage. As China continues to evolve and assert itself on the world stage, the foundations laid by Deng will undoubtedly continue to shape its future and that of the world for generations to come. While his economic reforms brought prosperity to millions, questions remain about the social and environmental costs of rapid development, as well as the continued limitations on political freedom in China. China's integration into the world economy has reshaped international trade, geopolitics, and the balance of power in ways that continue to unfold today. Millions of Chinese were lifted out of poverty, and a new middle class began to emerge. At the heart of Deng's vision for China was a radical departure from the rigid communist orthodoxy that had defined the Mao era. He famously declared that it didn't matter whether a cat was black or white, as long as it caught mice, a metaphor for his belief that pragmatism, not ideology, should guide China's development. His pragmatic approach to governance and development continues to influence China's path forward, even as the country faces new challenges in the 21st century. Under his leadership, China began to embrace market-oriented economic policies, establishing special economic zones that served as laboratories for capitalist practices within the socialist system. The results were nothing short of extraordinary. This philosophy underpinned Deng's ambitious program of reform and opening up, launched in 1978. China's economy long stagnant under central planning, began to grow at an unprecedented rate. However, Deng's reforms were not without their challenges. The rapid pace of change led to inflation and corruption, sparking social unrest that culminated in the Tiananmen Square protests of 1989. Deng's response to these events remains controversial, a reminder of the complex legacy he would leave behind. Despite these setbacks, Deng's vision for China continued to shape the country's trajectory long after he stepped back from day-to-day leadership. The impact of Deng's policies extended far beyond China's borders. Deng Xiaoping's transformation of China stands as one of the most significant developments of the 20th century. Yet, as with any great historical figure, Deng's legacy is complex and multifaceted. As we look back on Deng Xiaoping's role in shaping modern China, we are reminded of the profound impact that visionary leadership can have on the course of history. The story of Deng Xiaoping and the transformation of China is far from over.